Hello, right, we are back for another video, and this time, firstly, actually, what about that sound? I think I might have sussed it. So, I have several new bits of kit, I guess you'd call it. So, I've got a new phone, which is that camera there. I've got the Canon, whatever it's called, 250D there. And I've still got my old phone, so the mic, I mean, it makes me laugh because I spent more money on the mic for the camera, which is like a radio mic, so it plugs into the side of the Canon, and then I have a pack on me. I can't remember how much it cost, but anyway, but I bought some really cheap, like £8 mic off of Amazon, plugs into that phone. It's like, I can't believe how much noise it cuts out. So anyway, so that's the sound. So hopefully I won't get any comments saying how rubbish the sound is in future. So what am I doing today? I am doing something that I do very rarely. It's the second time I've had to do it in the 3 years my fish room's running, and that is I've got to clean one of my Abyzz pumps. So the one which pumps the furthest, so it pumps from right that end of the fish room below the tank right up to this end. So that's 4, 5, 6, probably 8 meters, I guess, in what is that, 40 mil piping. It's got a slight noise to it, which I'm hoping 99%, because I've had to do it once before, is there's a snail caught in there. So I will shut it down, take it off, and just go through the procedure. Because the way I rig my return lines up is they're connected to each other when I want them to be. So I just put a kind of a pipe across with a valve in the middle, just a ball valve, so I can shut and open. Which means is I can open that valve and then I can get one pump to do both returns. So I'll just turn that one pump up, obviously, and then it doesn't muck around with the level of the water in the sump, etc. And then I'm not under pressure to try and get the return pump fixed. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. So I'll show you that. I think that's fair. Oh, and also, I mentioned that I have a leak down here, and I'm also 99% sure that is coming out of that Vectra L1 pump, which is down there. So I'll see how long this, I've got to do water change everything today, so I'll probably run out of time, but I'm pretty happy that I thought for a horrible moment I might have had a split or a small leak in the actual container itself, which would have been a real pain in the arse, to be honest. Because I guess it might go through the door, but anyway, it'd be a struggle. So I've got another L1 pump sitting in my basement, actually. I've not used it. So I might just try and swap it over quick if I get time. Yeah, so that's the plan today. So I will take you down and just show you how I remove and service the Abyzz pump. So that's it. So I've actually decided to speed up this piece of video because it's not particularly exciting watching someone take some bulkheads apart. So that's the pump out, and that is the one-way valve, the flapper valve that I put in. So this pump and that valve actually have not been touched since I first installed them 3 years ago. I've taken the other Abyzz out, but not this one. So I'll be interested to see how it looks. So just that front housing is held on by 4 titanium bolts with nuts on the back. Just Allen keys. Don't over tighten these either, because you don't want to crack the front housing. And always forget there's a bolt at the top. There it is. And that is the impeller, that lovely orange Abyzz car. That looks pretty clean, actually. Yeah, bit of biofilm in there. There's no yeah, there's some little stomatella snails stuck in there. So they are probably what was causing the problem. Just a very, very kind of slight hum to it. It's just been doing it for a couple of weeks. I knew it was probably a snail, so I wasn't particularly worried. So this bit is quite difficult to get that impeller out. So you have to wedge it against the body of the pump itself. So you use screwdrivers really, but I was being lazy, so I used my tweezer handles. So yeah, and there is that large titanium shaft, which costs a fortune. It's quite clean really, 3 years, that's all there is. So I've to take to the sink and give it a good clean with a toothbrush and kitchen roll. Couldn't actually see any snails in that impeller itself. I think they were just in the body of the pump. I gave the flapper valve a clean as well. I had a lot of people tell me not to fit that when I did my plumbing. They said those non-return valves always break, but that's been there for 3 years. It's pretty clean, still works perfectly. It's just kind of like a toilet seat really, so the water just pushes the flap up. When you turn the pump off, the weight of the water shuts it. So I don't really understand what there is break. I guess if you had something stuck in there, it wouldn't shut properly, but it still does a good job. So I think they were really cheap as well. I did buy these expensive spring ones with balls in, but I didn't like them because they really restricted the flow of the water. There we are, sparkly clean. Look at that, lovely. Right, last bit of polishing with a bit of kitchen roll, and hopefully that'll be good for another 3 years. It'll be good. So I can't be bothered to undo all the cable. It's velcros around, and so I just take a pop down because that pump body is not dirty really. There's no calcium carbon build-up or anything in it, so I'll just give it a quick scrub with a toothbrush. Job done, and that's it really. So it's quite a simple process. So you have to line up the shaft that goes back. There's a little notch there and a groove down the bottom. So once you line them up, it snaps in. So you have to make sure you don't catch fingers. And yeah, just put the body of the pump back on, titanium bolts and nuts on, and that's it really. Just do the bulkheads up, turn it back on. That's probably about as simple as I can make it. And because the two return lines are joined, that one pump is doing all the work. So there's no real rush to get this back online.